So during the winter camps, I recorded a lot of the girls' swings, and this is Jenna's turn. So I have Jenna on the one side, and our model swing, a swing I really like to have the girls try and emulate on the one side over here. Now she bats right and Jenna bats left, but I think that it should still be easy to see the differences in what I see Jenna needing to work on. So the beginning part here is I back this girl up to right before her swing starts because there's something I wanted to show Jenna right off the bat with the way her stance is. So if we watch the model swing here, she's nice and relaxed, and you'll see that just this ever so slight backward motion of a load. So that little motion right there where she starts to load, that's making driving some of her weight onto her back leg. So the first thing I wanted to notice with Jenna is she already has a lot of her weight on her back foot. So before the ball is even coming, she's loaded. So this leg kind of is fatiguing right off the bat. So a good pitcher will see that she's loaded and then just kind of delay her pitch for a long time and get this leg really tired. And you'll lose a lot of power when your legs start to tire here. So we like to have the girls be relaxed and neutral with weight on both legs at the beginning of the bat, and when the girl's winding up, that's when we do our negative move or our load to get the weight onto the back foot. You'll notice the model's feet are pointing directly at the plate, and Jenna's are just ever so slightly off a little bit. So we'd like to have them nice and pointed straight that way. Her hands are nice and high up by her ear, and you'll notice Jenna's are a little bit lower. It's not too concerning to have your hands somewhat low, but when you start your swing and your load motion, you have to have your hands come up to that spot to get the nice downward angle with your hands coming that way. So we'll take a look at that in a second. So if you watch the model swing, so that loaded happens, that front foot is striding forward, planting hard, a lot of forward momentum coming to that front leg, and you'll notice right there that they've landed, weight's been transferred, and this bottom or this back half is starting to collapse. Back in the old days they called it squash the bug, but you'll see that foot rotating and that knee collapsing and that hip really starting to drive around. So you're generating a lot of power, rotational energy from that bottom half. So let's watch Jenna as she starts to her swing. Okay. So she's striding forward. So you can see the hands have come up. So that's good, right? So I'm not too concerned about where they start. It's where they're getting to right as they're doing that stride forward. So they've come up to a good hitting spot. So I'm not too worried about where her hands start. She looks really good at this spot, like right here. So that's really good. Okay, so that big front step. So she's getting a lot of momentum coming forward. Maybe we still don't want that foot turned out so far that way. Have it more pointing forward. Now let's keep going with it here. Okay, so it's pretty good. You'll see that there's sort of a transition here. That knee is collapsing, that hip is coming around, and the hands haven't come too far ahead. They're almost in line, and in the model swing the hands are just slightly behind, but overall this looks pretty good compared to most of the girls. Most of the girls, their hands are already through the hitting zone by the time they get to this stage. So I can see why Jenna really can crank the ball hard. So let's keep the model going. So you'll notice now the bottom half is fully rotated. The bat's coming through the hitting zone, so the ball will be showing up shortly. Let's keep moving Jenna through. So I would like to see a little bit more of a rotation. So she's fully rotated, but You can see that it's fairly consistent with the model swing. We talk about a nice stiff front leg as we're making contact. So you see that nice, you see how that knee kind of back it up just a little bit. You'll see that it was bent ever so slightly, and then it stiffens up right as contact is made. And lots of power that way, lots of rotational energy. And with Jenna, she's making contact now, and she actually, the front leg doesn't stiffen up, still a lot of forward energy coming forward. So she gets a lot of her power by a lot of energy coming this way, linear, not so much rotational from the lower half, rotating hard. So if you can combine those two, then you really can start crushing the ball even harder. So just back her up and look at this bat path. That's really good. I like the bat path. It's perfect. So Jenna has one of the nicest swings that we have on a team, so that's really good. And then finish. So really a couple minor things. Get a little bit more power in that rotation. Have your feet pointed towards the plate a little more. And that's about it. So share this with Jenna. Have her take a look. And hopefully this will help her improve with her batting.